Since my base had been destroyed, I decided to head to spawn, since it was mostly safe and I was familiar with it. I needed sugarcane anyways, and I knew there was a farm there, but I didn't expect to find someone new when I arrived.
Hello?
Oh, hello!
Hi.
Oh, you're sparkling, that's fun.
Yeah, I appear to be sparkling, yes. Hi.
Hi! So, are you new around here? I don't think I've seen you around.
Oh, yeah, I just got here. Can you tell me where I am?
I mean, right here you're at spawn. This is... I don't really know if this world has a name, but this is spawn. The spawn area.
Most worlds don't have a name. Wait a minute. Are you okay?
What do you mean?
You look... Doesn't that hurt, the corruption on you?
What do you mean?
The corruption, the black. The purplish black.
Oh, this?
Yeah, I could kind of see it under your armor a bit. Who are you, by the way?
Sorry, I'm Ari. Or Ari, I go by either. Well, you're sparkling, so, I mean, I've only seen that effect with, Starborn, so...
I've never heard of a Starborn before. I don't think you understand. I'm really new in these parts.
Does that mean... You say you're not from around here. What do you mean by that?
Oh, I'm not from this world.
You're a world traveler.
I suppose you could say that. Yeah, I'm a world traveler. Well, I prefer the term void traveler, but... Actually, I prefer the term emissary, but aside from that...
Okay, Sorry, just void and stuff with things happening in the past are a little concerning. Yeah, we actually have a world traveler, Bone White, somewhere in that direction. I don't know much about world travel, so I don't really know what's happening, but...
Another world traveler?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be possible.
Oh.
Well, it could be possible, but why would I be sent here with another... Unless he's not an emissary?
Wait,
Do you know if
sent
he's an
here?
emissary?
Not that I...
Yeah, I was sent here by my employers.
See, I don't think he has a boss of any kind. I think he just kind of does his own thing. I'm not sure. Here, maybe it'd be better if you talk to him, because I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, that might be a better idea, yeah.
Okay. He's building a tree, I believe. We actually aren't from this world either. We came from a different world that basically got corrupted. Long story short, Qysics basically turned me into, or started some sort of dragon transformation thing. That's what these scales are from, or at least I think they are. So now I'm part dragon, or some sort of transformation of it. Something like that. So that's fun. You'd think I'd be happy about it, but no, I am not.
I wouldn't be happy being turned into something else either. So that's kind of understandable. It does very heavily remind me of corruption, though. Are you sure you're alright? You didn't touch the corruption when the old world went, did you?
Not that I know of. I don't think I touched corruption, but I was mindless for a little bit when I was used as a catalyst for a stronger dragon, which then destroyed the world, causing it to corrupt or something like that. Bone got stuck, like, traveling here, I believe. He made it back, obviously, but yeah. So, I mean, I'm not hurting at all from it, so I think it's fine. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. Apparently what happened, Bone White says wasn't supposed to happen, that he's seen transformations happen before, and it wasn't supposed to do what happened. So, yeah, I don't know exactly. I just don't question it at this point, because there's so much going on. There's too many things I need answers to that I don't know if I'm going to get.
That does seem to be like a lot of stuff going on. I understand if you were a little hesitant when I first came in talking about void stuff then.
Oh yeah, I'm being hunted by several people. I'm being hunted for reasons I don't understand.
Okay.
So, Bone White's the only one I truly trust right now. Hello! So, we have a visitor, or new person. They seem to be a world traveler.
Excuse me?
Hello.
Hello. I am a bit surprised to find another.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual.
How'd you get here?
I was kind of sent here. I didn't really have a choice in where I went.
Really? You didn't... Like, what? By some corporation? By
By my employers,
what portal?
actually.
What kind of portal did they use? They just send you for like a random portal, a calibrated random portal?
No portal. Just picked me up, plopped me somewhere else. They, well, if it makes any more sense, it's void travel that I got here by, not necessarily portal travel.
Void travel? So you got across here through the... So you got over here to the void, but that's a bit odd because usually you don't get too far across, because void travel can only get you across the borders usually. Normally people who are world travelers don't just get forced through portals or whatever happened with you. We go through our own portals on our own volition.
Well, I'm not necessarily just a normal world traveler, or void traveler, whatever you want to call it. I'm specifically an emissary. Probably doesn't mean anything to you. It doesn't mean a lot to most people, honestly.
Most of us world travelers do not have some sort of fucking commissioner or emissaries or whatever, or at least not of anything I've heard. That's something new.
No.
That is new to me.
From the way I understand it, emissaries have actually been around for a while. Maybe you could just consider yourself lucky you've never run into one before.
I mean, I wouldn't consider myself lucky.
I would consider yourself lucky. Meeting
Not in most
emissaries genuinely
situations.
isn't a good thing. That's kind of the thing of being an emissary. I just go where my employers tell me to. But they don't necessarily steer me wrong, so I've never had a reason to question or object.
Ever steered you wrong? Well, you don't know where you're going. You should probably know where you're going before you go there. That way you have a general gist of what you need to do. Assuming you need to do stuff and you're not just here on a fucking tourist, as a tourist, like most world travelers would be.
I always know what I need to do. It's just a matter of figuring it out. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I'm always here because of one reason and one reason only. Wherever I go, I'm always there for something. And that something is to get rid of corruption. So my being here means that there's something that's probably going to go wrong soon, if not already going wrong with this world, and I'm here to fix it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I need to figure it out. That's part of my job.
Hey Bone, so they mentioned something, they said something about that earlier. Bone, do we know what this is exactly? Because I just assumed it was scales. Well, I do remember, in the other world, you mentioned something about, like, whatever happened to me wasn't supposed to be harmful, or, like, it wasn't supposed to...
Yeah,
seen
it's
this happen
not.
Before, and it wasn't supposed to happen. So...
I don't remember what I called it. I just know it's not it shouldn't be a problem. And I mean, it hasn't been a problem for a while, so I don't know why it would be now. Alas, I didn't know there was anybody still left who was traveling worlds. At all. I thought that society had died out a long time ago.
Maybe it has. I don't really think I'd be considered part of that society. I'm kind of my own thing.
Not part of that society, really? How long have you been doing this?
Oh, hundreds of thousands of years. Actually, that's the only amount of time I can keep track of. There's a lot more that I'm forgetting. Have you always been a world traveler, perchance?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
It's so weird seeing somebody who doesn't travel on their own has outside help. I mean, what are your employers anyway?
That's a very difficult question to answer. They're, I like to think of them as, eldritch abominations, but, you know. They reside predominantly in the void, and I say
great, so they're part of the Void Hive. Great. Because I needed to figure out more shit, because I didn't already have more shit to figure out of the Void. The way we get around the worlds is we use the various branches of as connectors. If a branch is torn off, we can't get access to that world, if that branch is destroyed. That world is pretty much locked away. There's still methods, but it's not feasible.
I wouldn't put it past my employers to be able to get me into those torn off branches. I believe they could do it.
If you, whatever your name is, understand stuff about Void because you actually deal with it on a regular basis, I imagine you'd probably be able to figure out what in the world Qysics is doing with that stuff.
Oh yeah, totally. The Void is basically my entire life at this point, so if there's anything Void related going on here, I am for sure going to be able to help you with that.
Okay, Board specifically though, you did mention that usually if you come somewhere, there's going to be a problem at some point. What exactly is that problem, and does it concern the World Tree?
More than likely it would. The problem is with corruption. Corruption eats away at reality and everything in it. So, it's highly likely that if I'm here, something catastrophic is going to happen. Maybe not now, maybe not soon, but it will happen. It could already be ongoing, actually.
God fucking damn.
For what it's worth, I am here to solve the issue, so if you're intent on solving it, and I'm intent on solving it, that is two of us working together, theoretically.
My largest priority is the World Tree. Because if this branch is destroyed, this world is going to get severed from the tree, and there's no way, and there isn't really any feasible way of getting out of it. You'd think your employers would give you more information about it.
You would think,
It would cause a lot more problems.
They trust their emissaries to know how to do their job. I don't see much of an issue with it. I always get my job done.
I guess. It's just you'd think, if they're trying to deal with a catastrophic problem, they take it a little bit more seriously. Especially considering that there are people who have to deal with these problems.
Well, that's implying that they actually care about the people in the universe.
Why am I not surprised that they don't?
Because it's actually rather common among cosmic beings to not care.
You mentioned something about, like, my soul breaking or something.
Yeah, that.
I'm just concerned because now not only is Qysics looking for me, but now hackers probably hunting me down, and it's gray area with Dark. I have no idea what's happening. Stuff kind of happened yesterday that doesn't really make sense. I don't really know what to do, because if Qysics is still hunting me, hackers hunting me, and I don't seem to be defending myself
I don't even think Qysics has been
well.
hunting you.
Well, it sure
Also,
seems
you weren't
like
exactly defending yourself. You kind of dive-bombed somebody and then failed.
Well, yes, because I wanted to
I
get
wouldn't
rid
call
of him.
that I wouldn't call that self-defense, more so as trying to stab someone.
Well, yes, but if I can get rid of him, I don't have to worry about him anymore.
So you should just be able to just straight up ignore him, because half the time if you ignore him, he can't do anything to you anyway.
I can't ignore him.
You kind of can. You just literally not talk to him and just fucking leave.
You do understand what happened in the other world, right?
Yes, I understand what happened. I also know that you are more than capable of ignoring him because you've done it before.
I want him gone so he can't do anything else.
You want him gone, but is that what you need to be doing?
I don't want to live in fear of him for the rest of my life.
And you don't need to. You just need to know how to manipulate his choices. If you're really that concerned with it, we can go through what I'm doing, but the point is that if you can just stop getting yourself killed, you should be fine, and stop being so aggressive about killing this one dude that isn't really capable of doing anything to you, so long as you stop trying to kill him.
Not capable of doing anything to me? Do you see the scales I have on my skin?
Yes, I know, but that's because you literally followed him, placed full faith in him, and then you got killed, and then he was able to manipulate.
To be fair.
Yes, but you still followed him. You still followed him, and then he literally stabbed you, and then you continued to follow him, and you continued to let him manipulate you into doing what he needed you to do. That is why you are dying. If you can just simply avoid that manipulation, you're not going to have any issues.
I consider Qysics dangerous, not just to me, but to everyone. I mean, he caused the world to basically corrupt or self-destruct or whatever you want to call it last time.
Yes, because he had the opportunity to.
Okay.
He had the opportunity to, and also because he was backed into a corner and pressured into doing it. And also because he's insane, yes. But at the same time, he was going to do stuff to me. You know he was going to attempt to do stuff to me, but it didn't work simply because I ignored him, and all of his stuff fell through immediately. It fell through immediately simply because I didn't let him get to me. The only power he holds over you is the fact that you're making yourself an easy target.
I'm not exactly capable of defending myself, even if I was to get attacked for some reason. I'm an easy
That's why
target.
it's called fight or flight.
I don't want to keep running. I don't want to have to keep hiding and running away.
And that's why you train and get better, or find something like a firework crossbow, so you don't actually have to get close to him, and you don't have to aim.
Well, regardless of what's happened already, any bad decisions I've made in the past, the point still stands that something's happening and I don't really know.
I mean, yeah, you're close to dead.
I don't know, is there a way to, like, stop that, I guess? I don't know.
I mean, yes, but I don't know if you'll exactly like it, because that involves the void tech that Qysics basically uses.
Oh.
Even then, I don't exactly know how the fuck that works. And I'm not exactly certain if it will.
Okay,
I mean, think of it this way. It's not going to be that hard to get Qysics to do it, because it's probably less easy to manipulate him to do exactly what we need him to do.
Yeah, but Qysics could easily throw something else in as well.
Do you really think he's going to be that smart to do it?
Yes.
Especially considering the fact that I can just simply make the argument of, hey dude, if you just not fucking screw this shit up, then you can do more experiments afterwards. So, So that way he would have to think in the long term, and technically then, since you're not dying, and also you're going to be emotionless, so you're going to be thinking with more clarity,
What?
you can just fucking mentally destroy him. So in the end, it actually works out in our favor.
I think I just need a moment to think about some stuff real quick. But it was
Okay.
nice talking to you guys. You guys probably have some, world travel, void travel.
I mean, we already pretty much talked about that.
Alright, well, I'll come talk to you about that, void tech thing in a bit. I'm gonna go and just take some time to think. So,
Okay.
there's just a lot going. Oh, okay. Is he just gonna stand there again? What's happening? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Okay. Explain what happened exactly last time. Sorry, there's a lot going on right now, and it seems like no one's on my side right now.
Did they not tell you, or what?
What do you mean not tell me? To not tell me what?
Here, let's go in the community house.
How do I know you're not just gonna kill me? I don't... Why...
Why would I kill you in the community house? That seems the stupidest idea I could do.
I don't know.
I wanted to avoid phantoms. This is the third night I need sleep, and yeah, so I to avoid phantoms. Okay, so what's kind of going on is I'm corrupted. Cool, I know, so cool. Oh,
What? You say that so casually. I don't...
yeah. Not really uncommon.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it happens.
What do you mean by corrupted? Because, okay, a lot of people are talking about corruption right now, and I don't really know what's going on, because apparently...
See my eye? Here, just, like, straighten the character out.
Oh.
Yeah, things aren't looking so good for me. I'm dying. Fun, right? Yeah, this has been going on for, I want to say 7, 8-ish years now.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Everyone keeps talking about corruption. Something about I might have whatever the heck this is. I don't know.
I asked if it was void corruption a while ago.
I don't know what it is. I thought it was scaling, but now people are making me think that it's not. So, I don't...
Could it be both?
Maybe, I don't know. But... Why did you kill Odd?
Why
did you kill Cam?
It wasn't... Those weren't me, specifically. Yeah,
what does that even mean?
Right, okay. So... Well, I'll give you, like, an example. So, the phantoms, you know, they have both a physical state and then, like, a state where they can go through blocks, right?
Yes.
Think that similar of me. I have a state where, like, I'm in control, and then I have a state where the corruption is in control. It's not that complicated if you think about it. So yeah, that wasn't really me. That was the corruption.
And you just expect me to just believe this?
Do you have any other reason not to?
Then again, you could also be working with Qysics, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're just taking...
Look, Qysics is a special case. He's not the brightest person.
That's what everyone's been telling me. They've been telling me pretty much that,
you're really overhyping him, honestly. He's not that dangerous.
You haven't been through what I've been through.
I've fought him before. Yeah, no, I know his capabilities. He's not that dangerous.
So why did you tell me then? What was that whole thing yesterday with the whole sparkle thing or whatever, and
Sparkle thing?
keeping you guys away from Cam and keeping you away from Cam and Moon? Why?
I want you to keep them away from me. Just for now, until I can, figure things out.
You seem so calm about it. Yesterday you were not calm.
Well, I've had time to think. Eri,
I don't know.
you don't have to keep backing away. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already. You don't have to keep backing away.
Also, have wings all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's part of the corruption. You can think that. It's actually it's quite an interesting thing. I don't know really what to do with them. So kind of learning how to use them. You know how to use them because I assume you're born with them.
No, my wings and this whole
I meant in this world.
Thing. Oh, I mean, I guess it took me a while to not crash into a mountain, but does Odd know about it? Does everyone know about it?
Kinda. So Odd knows about it. I think. This Bone character. I know I told him. And then you. So yeah, that's about it.
Don't you think why are
also this Bone person? They're a little suspicious talking about this tree and all that crap,
What do you mean by suspicious?
Well, I mean, unlike
the person I know, so
unlike everyone else, we're all we all hang out, we all kind of talk, we do all this stuff. Well, I guess you don't really hang out with Qysics, but you get my drift, right? Bone sits in that tree all day. We don't know what he's doing in that tree.
He's the most trustworthy person I know, and
can you confidently say that though? You trusted Qysics at one point. Look, as far as I know, Qysics really only wants you for the power he can get. And Bone hasn't shown any reason to really trust him. I mean, yeah, I know he brought you guys into this world, but why? What was his reason of bringing you here?
Because the world corrupted, because Qysics turned me into a catalyst. Bone asked to experiment on me so we could actually figure out what's going on with this whole thing. With the and everything. And then now we're here.
Don't you...
Cause
you just brought up a point. Both Qysics and Bone have tested on you.
But I gave him permission.
Do you not think Bone might be using you?
I don't think he would have done it if I said no. But how
do you know
what was going on?
You didn't say no. So how would you know?
Because
I mean, after all, you're here.
He's been honestly the only one I fully trust right now. I mean,
I trusted.
He did just tell me, he did just tell me a second ago that Qysics isn't a big deal, which I guess everyone's saying that, so it's not really a big deal. But he thinks I can just ignore him.
You can't just ignore Qysics. Qysics will find a way to seep back in, but you can quickly finish him. He's not a strong.
He wants me to try to use Qysics' void tech to hopefully not die.
That is risky. Why?
I don't want to do it.
Why would Bone suggest that? That's not something. Void tech is not safe at all.
He says he doesn't know much about it, so he has no idea if it would even work. So I don't think he's...
How do we know? The fact that he suggested it could imply he knows more. I mean, after all, he's in the world tree or whatever, so maybe he can see stuff that we exactly can't. Maybe he can peer into other worlds through that tree. So we don't know what he's planning. Well, I guess
if he's planning anything.
Oh yeah, yes. If he's planning anything, that's there too. But how do you know he's not?
I don't, but out of anyone that I've met, he's the only one that he's the one who helped me feel safe when this whole thing was happening, and now...
You talk about trust a lot, right? But everyone you have trusted so far has betrayed you. It's caused you to not trust anyone. So why do you trust Bone? Who knows? What if he's manipulating you, using you? I mean, flat out. I don't expect your trust. I don't care for it. I don't need it. I don't expect you to trust me. That's why I don't care what you do or don't do. Bone seems to want to know everything about you. Just like Qysics.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, I mean, why would he keep tabs on you? Have you been to his tree recently?
Yeah, I was just there. I mean, I've talked to him a few times. I mean, most of the time when I talk to him, I go to him. He doesn't really talk to me. He's been so busy with that tree. I mean...
Exactly. You're building a dependence on him, and that can be dangerous.
I wouldn't call it a dependence, but...
Every time you have a problem, you seem to go to Bone.
Well, because he's the only one who's helped me get out of things.
You're not thinking for yourself, Eri. You're letting others tell you what you should and shouldn't do.
I'm tired of being scared.
Then stop depending on people. I depend on no one, and look at me. I'm physically dying. I don't care.
Yeah, but you're also good at PvP. He was training me in PvP. Still not getting very good.
The definition of good at PvP isn't exactly what you think. It's more about how you play the game, right? This wonderful game of combat. If you let your emotions drive what you do, you let fear, anger, hatred,
That's
love,
what Vaughn mentioned.
drive your every emotion, it's gonna make you mess up. I heard that someone else was recently here. Heard they're also Starborn.
Yeah, but
they not?
just got here. They're world travelers too. Well, technically void travelers. I don't know. It's all really confusing.
And you
I don't really know what's happening. Huh?
You trust the void? The one person you trust, you don't even know what they're doing. You don't know. You don't know if they're planning to kill you. Who knows? Maybe Bone will lie
if he wanted to, he could have.
Oh.
If he wanted to, he could have. He's come from places like that, and he hasn't.
That's interesting.
What?
Oh. Hacker just killed someone. And wasn't this person with Bone?
Yeah, but Bone and Hacker.
And if they're both world travelers, who's to say that Bone didn't let Hacker kill them?
Bone and Hacker are friends, technically.
Bone and Hacker are friends, exactly. And Hacker has it out for people like us. So
I don't know if you count, because technically, I don't even know where your wings came from, so...
Let's just say I'm about 50% like Starborn, about 2% Skulk, and the rest of that is some variation of a Light Tree.
Wait, what? You mean like the Skulk sensors Odd's talking about? The little tentacle-looking things.
Yeah, these.
What? Oh. Okay.
It's interesting, that's to say the least. But back on my point, right? A hacker wants to kill people with wings. He clips their wings, in fact. He takes them and he does who knows what with them. You have wings. Bone and Hacker are friends. You would think that if Bone had your best interests in mind, as a friend should, you know, he wouldn't be friends with Hacker, given that Hacker wants to take.
They have a long history. He's known Hacker longer than he's known me. I don't even know if Bone considers me a friend. I would consider him a friend, but I don't even know if he considers me a
How can you consider someone a friend who doesn't even consider you a friend?
I just know they're the only person that hasn't done something to harm me.
Yet?
The only person from the other world that doesn't want me dead.
What have I done to harm you?
You've been acting really suspicious.
Suspicious and wanting to harm someone are different. What has Odd done to harm you?
Odd, I think, is okay.
What about Moon? So,
Is-
there are people out there who don't want to harm you.
Yeah, but I've been
And
I'm
you
just scared to
consider them-
trust anyone else at this point.
If you're scared to trust them, but they have shown nothing but, you know, openness and willingness, why do you trust Bone? Bone's been secluding himself in a trunk. Yeah, you know, bees.
Why are you concerned?
I'm concerned for the well-being of the place.
Wasn't Bone trying to help Odd the other day?
I'm more concerned of the future and not the past. I'm making sure to stay, you know, generally over here. I'm not really going over there. I'm respecting.
You're trying to
space.
confuse me right now.
I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm trying to point out that you're not thinking things through. You're letting your emotions guide you, which isn't exactly the best. I mean, hell, I know that signature. I know that Starborn armor.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The branding on the shoulder. That's Starborn. I have one too. And anything that Starborns have made, they you know, they put a brand on it. And I mean, why do you think you have that armor? I left it for you.
What?
Don't worry, it's the same armor I have, not damaged.
That's exactly what Qysics did before when he wanted me to come follow him into some house of his or whatever, some bunker.
I gave you the armor for.
You also
not
gave me a
to-
book to go into a desert.
I didn't give you a book, and one, that was not me. And two, it's not a desert. The story of Ozymandias is not exactly speaking of a desert. It's a more of a metaphorical desert.
Bone
A
says it was a
plain
desert.
emptiness. It's a plain emptiness, not, you know, like it's void of everything. That's what the, you know, it's not exactly a desert. It's just it's a metaphor.
Okay.
But anyway, about the armor, I'm not expecting you to follow me. I don't expect you to owe me. I just don't want Qysics to kill you yet, because
What do you mean yet?
oh, we all know Qysics is gonna kill you, and you don't need to die right now. You dying would be stupid, pointless even.
You really think I can't kill Qysics at one point? I may have messed up one time, but I'm not
You're carrying a stone axe.
right now.
Look, all I'm saying is that you are possibly corrupted, and if Qysics kills you, who knows what that could do? It could dispel the corruption, or it could do nothing. I don't want to find out, so I gave you the armor. Here, come with me. Come with me. Actually,
I've done this before.
no, we're going somewhere that we're both fairly familiar with. Where is the gate? Ah, it's up here. Here. So you're safe. I'll have all my armor off, and I'll put my tools away. Okay? Everything's away now. I have food and a pickaxe. So. Well, and the wings. I can't take those off. Believe me, I've tried.
I'm not going in the end.
Why not? Don't worry, the returning gate is open. I made sure of that.
I don't want you to push me into the void.
I'm gonna go in first. So if anything,
Still push me into the void if you come in first.
just, I mean, you bring a valid point. To be honest with you, well, don't just.
I don't, I don't know. Dark is just another Qysics. Why am I doing this?
You're gonna have to jump a little bit.
It's fine, I can fly. Why are we here? I don't understand what the point of this is.
It's the only place that I can be without having the corruption also listening.
This also happens to be the void.
Qysics is an inferior being. Don't worry too much about him. I mean, you have people. Hold on, I'm struggling. You have people that can help you. You have people that can help. So.
Bone says my soul's breaking. So, even if this corruption, if it's corruption, is not killing me, I can't die much more.
If you die of corruption, you die permanently. There is no coming back.
If this is corruption.
If it's corruption, there's a way to remove it. Well, corruption. I don't know what would if it's not corruption. I don't know. But
Why
yeah.
are you telling me this?
Why not? I have no reason to keep things from you. I'm not going to try and kill you. I'm not going to try and hurt you. There is literally nothing for me to do to you. I have no ties to you, so why not? The reason why I'm telling you all this is because, well, if I'm corrupt and you're corrupt, if you get cured, I can learn and probably cure myself. Or if I get cured, you could probably cure yourself. I wanted to prove to you that I wasn't going to hurt you and that I had no reason to. I had my stuff. I don't go anywhere without it. So I wanted to prove to you that I wasn't going to hurt you. I mean, hell, if I was going to hurt you, I would have given you a full set of armor. If you ever want to talk, you know where to find me.
I don't... Why would...